Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Peter Lloyd. I'm one of the co-founders from Hotbox Jamaica.
Hi guys, my name is Tari, Lovell. I'm one of the co-founders of the Hotbox Jamaica.
Hi guys, I'm Senna, Summerbell, and I'm also one of the founders of Hotbox Jamaica.
Sure, so the three of us are athletes or high performers or enjoy working out or workout enthusiasts. Myself and Peter have worked together for over a decade at Digicel. I was the Digicel CMO for Digicel Jamaica. He was the Digicel CMO for the group of companies. We decided that we knew, having been in corporate for over a decade, almost 15 years, that we wanted to do something that was going to have impact here in Jamaica. All three of us also work out at the same gym, and Senna, whenever he would have his competitions, he actually does hot and cold contrast therapy. So it was kind of like magic all happening together, where Peter was getting very involved in the sauna and cold plunge, and he was trying to find that locally. Senna was doing it internationally every time he was traveling, and it was helping him a lot with his competitions. So they actually started talking about how it was benefiting them, and we were looking around to say, is there an opportunity here in Jamaica? And because Peter and I were also looking at what that next step was after corporate, we were also having a separate conversation in terms of what could we be looking at in the market, especially in the health and wellness space. Senna then is also an avid pickleball player or racket player. So he's a killer at table tennis, and now he's moved into pickleball. So he came here and he said, well, if it is going to work in Jamaica, there's one place it's definitely going to work. It's going to work right here by Pickle and Chill. And just like that, we all got introduced to each other, and 6 months later, here we are.
Just to add to what Tari said, you can see around the world as well, there's a massive explosion in wellness, in the wellness space. Traditional markets such as alcohol, they're seeing a decline in revenue. People are spending more money in the wellness space. This proposition is something is going to contribute to the overall wellness space in Jamaica. We're not trying to compete. We are a support service to Pickle and Chill, the gyms, the Pilates studios, the masseuse. This is a complimentary service. So we thought this was a nice opportunity to bring this here to Jamaica. And as Tari said, why Kingston? Like the team at Pickle and Chill, to their credit, have done a phenomenal job of building a nice community in this space. And that's one of our core objectives, is how do we build a community, a wellness community in Kingston first, then Jamaica, and then please God other places. A lot of people have talked about the Caribbean, and they question will things work in the Caribbean that is working in the US or in Europe. I believe it will. We believe it will. So we had the opportunity to bring it here. The Hotbox originated in Ireland there was three founders. That started just after COVID. They've done massively well in Ireland. They're the number one contrast therapy brand business in Ireland. They are on a massive expansion. They've got a big expansion and ambition, and we thought that this is a perfect opportunity to try it in Jamaica. And yes, people question, do people in a hot climate want to go into a sauna? But as we've heard in the last few days, there's nobody that comes out of that sauna that doesn't feel good. So whether you're in the northern elastic countries and you're doing cold plunges, or you're in the Caribbean doing saunas, they all work.
And I think just to add to that, in terms of the fact when you talked about Peter, how wellness and health is growing rapidly globally, right? That trickle-down effect. And Jamaica, the rest of the Caribbean may hate us for this, but we are a first mover. So the trickle-down effect usually hits us first. And so Jamaica being the first of its kind to have this hot and cold recovery center, and then looking to have that expansion across the Caribbean, it really made sense because we're seeing that global trend. So we believe Jamaica should be a first mover in that space.
And just coming back to our core DNA, Digicel started here in Jamaica 25 years ago. Look what happened after that, and so we believe there's a massive opportunity here.
Yeah, so as Tari said, I've been racing a lot in Europe and on the international stage. And every time I'm in Europe, it's one of the go-tos after I do a race, just to relax myself, focus, and get ready for the next day of racing. So I usually jump out the car, head straight to one of these centers, do a session, and feel brand new again. I think it's something that in Jamaica, it will take off once we educate people on all these benefits, and once people get in here and try it. It's a feeling that you can't describe.
The Hotbox offers sessions every hour on the hour. Each hour accommodates 14 people. And what we offer to customers for their contrast therapy session is we recommend 10 to 15 minutes in the sauna, followed by 3 to 5 minutes immediately in the cold plunge. And you do that 2 to 3 times to get the maximum benefits. Now, what that's doing for your body is when you're in the sauna, you're getting a cardiovascular benefit because it reenacts as if doing like a 30-minute low intensity walk on a treadmill or a jog. It also improves your metabolism. It also releases a number of toxins out of your body because you're sweating out all of the impurities that you may be having. And then when you go into the cold plunge, which then shocks your body and your central nervous system, it's great for another 3 things, which is muscle recovery, reduction in inflammation. And I'm looking forward to all of you guys going in there because it also has this level of mental clarity and focus that you're able to get because it's really you against you. When you're in the cold plunge, you're really maximizing your mental fortitude as you go through that experience. Sure. So, we spent a lot of time really trying to work out the user experience, customer experience, the flow, how it's a very seamless process for our clients and our customers. So once you go on our social media page, which is Hotspot Sauna 876, we have a link that takes you directly to our website, which is hotspotsaunaja.com. You can book now for a session, which is a single session for $4,600. You can look at all of the sessions that are available, so you can see every hour on the hour. You can see how many slots are booked. And as I said, each slot has 14, we have the capacity for 14 people per session. You can book online. Once you book, all you need to do is come in. It's a seamless process. Once you come in here, we check you in, and then one of our sauna hosts or Sherpas will walk you through the building. They will take you into the changing room so that you can have showers, bathrooms, lockers, so that you can, if you're having a long day in the morning, then you can come and change before you go to work. If you had a long day at work, then you can come and change after. Then outside, you get the full experience in the experience zone. And again, that is going into the sauna for the 10 to 15 minutes. After you come out of the sauna, you wash off by our showers. You go into the cold plunge. You come out, you go back into the sauna. You come out, wash off, and you go into the cold plunge. We have sauna seats, and we always encourage our clients to come with 2 towels. You keep your towel in the sauna while you're sitting on the sauna seat, and that allows not too much sweat to seep into the wood, so that we'll have a sustainable product that customers always know is clean. We test our pools every 3 hours to check the pH levels of it and also to check the chlorine levels of it, and we act accordingly based on what the tester says. We clear the water of 30% of the water in the plunge every night and refill it with new water. So we also want to let everybody know that after each session, so the session is 45 minutes, but it's through hour blocks, that we clean the entire place. So we wipe down all of the sauna seats, we wipe down the sauna, we wipe down the edges of the pool as well, because we know that can also be an area that can collect bacteria. We sweep down all of the water off of the floors, and we ensure that we have a very clean product for all of our customers. And that is number one. One of the key 3 things is cleanliness, comfort, and safety. And we want to make sure that people know that we take that very, very serious, and we implement all of those protocols into every session in the morning, during the sessions, and at night.
And Tari still lives at home with his mom, and he's taking he's taking the same level of thinking at home to make sure he cleaned the toilet and clean up after himself. So we're learning plenty, not just for here, but also for our home. And my wife is the same.
And listening to Tari, a lot of you viewers might be like, oh, our website, it might be complicated to book. I'm the exact same way. I hate even ordering pizza online or anything to do with online, but I can safely say using our website is not what you think it is. It's not like any of those companies that's complicated. It's basically you book a time, you pay for it, and
done.
You're here.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the simplest platforms I've ever used. So
we're open Monday to Sunday, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and you can come at any of those times. And again, the slots begin at 7 a.m. Come early to ensure that the sauna is on an hour before. We keep the sauna between 80 degrees and 90 degrees Celsius. And because I know a lot of people will say, well, Jamaica is 90 degrees. No, it's 90 degrees Celsius, which is pretty much double what you're used to. So it's around about 108 Fahrenheit. And for our cold plunges, we have 2 plunges. We have a cold plunge and a mild plunge. The cold plunge we maintain at about 10 degrees Celsius, and the mild plunge we maintain at about 15 degrees Celsius. So If you have anxiety about going into the cold plunge, we have options for you. So that, and we have our Sherpas and our sauna hosts that will walk you through the experience. So anybody that may have anxiety or are worried about having to go into the cold plunge, we have people here that will give you a guided experience. And we always say, please do check with your doctor. If you have any underlying health conditions, please make sure you check with your doctor before you come, and we make sure that you'll have a seamless session.
And he does still live with his mom.
My mom lives with me.
One of the proud moments for me over the last couple of days was I was sitting outside the sauna and I could hear people in the sauna that don't know each other just laughing. And yes, there's some benefits that you're getting for yourself, but coming down here, it's about, again, building that community. It's being with people that maybe you wouldn't normally be with, and it's a type of what we call kind of social wellness. We're building a community. People are doing things together, and there's that kind of, you leave here with some new friends as well. So that's really important to us.
I would have to say also, the joy you get waking up in the mornings and getting messages from all the customers that have used it and thanking us for bringing this to Jamaica and how it made them feel is also probably one of the best feelings about owning this business and bringing it to Jamaica, is knowing that we are allowing a lot of people to explore this new therapy and basically reap all the benefits from it.
We've had everybody come through here. We just before you guys arrived, we had a family come through, mom and dad, and their kids sat outside while they did it together. This morning we had some businessmen that were playing pickle from 6 to 7. They came afterwards. They didn't do the sauna. They just did the cold plunge, and that was just about kind of kicking their day off on the right foot. For me personally as well, we've had some people come in that maybe suffer from some anxiety and some kind of mental wellness issues, and doing the hot cold and the endorphins that get released from your body after the cold, it really kickstarts your day and kind of brings that positive energy to the day. So it's not just about sports and that side of things. Yes, that's a big thing, but there's the community aspect, and there's also the mental health one, and then maybe the final one is the
social aspect of it.
Yeah, but people coming down with the injuries. So lady last night, she sprained her foot on a run, and then she came over and she immersed her foot into the cold and she did a sauna. So no, it's for everyone.
Yeah, I would say there are a number of people, right? So you have the athletes, right? So we had the Pacers run group come through. We had the racers athletes come through. It's for high performers. So we've had a number of guys. Yesterday, a guy came in and said, I didn't sleep well last night. I'm hopped up on coffee, so I just need a session. He came in, he left. He's like, I feel so much better. I'm ready to finish my day. And then there's the social aspect of it. Last week, Friday, we had people come in and just be able to kind of socialize among each other. And they were like, this is actually my new Friday night. I'm just going to come and relax in the sauna with my friends and then jump in the cold plunge. So especially with something being very brand new to Jamaica, we don't want people to feel like this is isolated for a particular group of people. It has its benefits for each of those demographics. If you're an athlete, of course, it helps you to be a better performer on the track or in whatever your discipline is. As a high performer, it helps you with your mental clarity, and it helps you to stay focused and just helps you to really be dedicated to whatever it is that you're doing. And then from the social aspect of it, groups of people, and as Peter and Senna said, I've seen people go into the sauna as strangers and then they come out as best friends and know each other's whole life story. So it's really for everybody, and definitely I want to encourage all of the Jamaican community to come out here, because it's about building the community and about driving that health and wellness.
This is our first location. In the next coming months and hopefully next couple of years, we will have more locations, not just in Jamaica, but hopefully we will be expanding into the Caribbean. We started to look at some other markets like Cayman, St. Lucia, Barbados. We've started to look at basically how comparable it would be to opening it up in Jamaica and the differences in opening it up in each country. And yeah, I mean, we're looking to expand this not just in Jamaica, but everywhere we can. I mean, it's for everyone.
And I think we're really aggressive, and it comes back down to that DNA or probably that corporate background. You know, we're very aggressive in terms of what we think this space and the opportunity that's out there in terms of wellness and health, and really diversifying, not just here in Jamaica, not just here in Kingston, but outside borders. A young lady called from the grill and said, when did I come in the grill? Someone called from Hall. And I was like, I'm in Kingston right now, but I'm moving to Hall, and you need to bring something to Hall right now. So we're very aggressive and ambitious in terms of what we can achieve and how we can drive this community and grow it across the Caribbean.
In a sustainable fashion. So we need to get this off the ground. We have a big lift here to educate and drive that awareness. So this is our core focus at the moment, but there's many different verticals in this space that we want to go after.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you made it until the end, we have a special promo code just for you. If you use OurToday20 when you're booking your session at hotboxsaunaja.com, you guys will get a special 20% discount on your single session right here at the Hotbox. I can't wait to see you guys, and make sure you come sweat, plunge, and relax. Big up yourself.
OurToday, inspiring your tomorrow.